Um, Going back to the last two incidents, you said that it wasn't the correct dosage or it wasn't regulated correctly, correct?
Correct.
Okay. Would you say that your meds were working the day of this incident?
No.
Okay. When did you notice that they were not working?
I mean, my meds have been affected because of the fact that I have been taking them at the wrong time. It's not on my correct schedule.
You can keep going. I was just
So,
pointing
I don't know if you were like pointing something. And so like with everything happening throughout the day of all the stress and like not getting sleep and my schedule being messed up, which is causing me to take my meds later, I knew that something was wrong like during that day. I can tell when I'm gonna have an episode, so that's what I knew. I didn't necessarily know like that was because my meds were not working. It was everything combined.
Okay. Did you try to tell your supervisor about those incidents before it happened?
Yes.
Okay. How do you take your meds? Are they a pill? Are they a shot?
Yeah, it's a pill.
Pill? Why can't you take your pills to work with you and take them at work?
It's just a personal, like, preference. I would prefer not to take my meds at work.
Alright. Going through. When was the last time the restaurant did any kind of anti-discrimination training?
I'm not sure.
Okay. Do you feel like you were discriminated against?
Yes.
How so?
Excuse me, sorry, I'm gonna sneeze.
It's alright.
I feel that I've been discriminated against because of my mental disability.
Okay, so who's discriminating you in the kitchen?
My supervisor.
Just your supervisor?
Yes.
And what kind of things does he do?
He knows my triggers. He gets me, or he knows when I'm irritable, so then he continues to instigate me, causing me more stress or like added pressure, by like yelling at me and calling me out. He puts his hands in my face, in my personal space, which makes me feel harmed and stressed out when I'm in these having an episode.
Okay, how often does that occur?
Often enough.
Can you give me a rough estimate? I mean, is it every day? Is it once a week? Once a month?
Yeah.
Okay, this is gonna be a good one.
Yeah.
Not this one.
He's not doing the caucuses.
Super quick. These events or altercations normally happen when a big event is taking place.
So, big event. How often do you have big events at the restaurant?
They're very random.
Random. Okay. Usually, how do those incidents resolve themselves?
The past couple times, I've went to HR, took myself out of the situation and went to HR, and also my coworker, who works with me often on my shifts, he's been at every altercation that's happened, and he's always stepped in to help with the situation.
Okay, so somebody HR. Do you remember who in HR you reported that to?
Becky.
Yes. All right. What did HR do to resolve the situation?
I'm able, when I go to HR, they really focus on me mostly, and I'm able to take a few days off to go talk with my doctor and regulate my meds, and go and talk with my therapist and psych to make sure that I'm back on track.
And are you satisfied with the way HR has handled that?
No.
What would you have liked them to do?
I would like them to not just focus on me as the problem and focus on my supervisor as well with how he reacts to me having an episode.
Okay. Have you talked any accommodations with HR besides days off?
I've tried to talk with them about accommodating me with my supervisor, but that really hasn't gone through.
What accommodations did you recommend?
Getting placed on a different shift where I have a different shift supervisor.
Okay.
Or a more regulated schedule.
Okay. Why do you think, in your opinions, HR didn't accommodate those?
Because we still had an altercation with my supervisor. My supervisor still instigated me, and I was still working long hours.
Okay, I understand that. You're still working long hours with the same supervisor.
You misunderstood.
Wait, I
yeah.
misunderstand the question now.
Why do you think that HR either didn't or couldn't accommodate you with those requests?
I don't know. Matt,
Can we call a caucus?
Yeah.
All right.